How do you mentally prepare yourself to perform customer service every day? This is an interesting question because it's like twofold. I remember a few years ago, someone said to me that customer service is like one of your biggest roles. And they were referring to acting, and I'd never really looked at it like that, but it's true. Like, everyone who's on board, whether you're a creative or not, you are putting on a performance. Sometimes they'll play into that and they'll say sickening things like, remember guys, smiles, you're on stage. Like, I've literally seen like little there's been times when I've been working in venues and they'll have like a sheet on the wall that says something like that, and like some crappy designs that were made that look like they were made by a 5-year-old in Microsoft Paint or something. And it's all just bollocks as well. It's all that like propaganda shit, because you know that when you go out there, it's a whole other ball game. Like, yes, you can't walk around with a mopey face and be miserable 24/7. This is true, but we are human beings, and we're not robots. And you know, sometimes people have a bad day. Sometimes it's exhausting speaking to hordes of people, or just dealing with people's rudeness or just their attitudes or whatever else. Sometimes even it can even be just exhausting in general, like no one's fault, just I don't know, you had to make this many drinks today, or you had to take this many orders today, or you had to stack this many shelves today, or whatever. Like, these jobs, I think people often forget, or they don't know, that they are really physically demanding jobs, because little things can build up over time. So yes, pouring a pint, serving a coffee, these are not strenuous things. But when you've done like 100 a day, maybe more, they start to get really tiresome. Because not only are you creating these things, you're also constantly talking to people, you're constantly cleaning, you're constantly moving around. You know, it's like when you're busy, when there's like a rush period, and let's say you're working in a coffee shop, or you're working in a bar, it's kind of like, when does this start? When does this end? Sometimes the whole shift will just be you from beginning to end, just running around like a madman. Other times, it might just be a small rush and then moderately busy. Other times you might get lucky and have either a small burst and then a chill day, or other times you just have a completely chill day from beginning to end. It really depends. But as far as like the role side of things, I try to play to the role, but I'm not fake. You know, like, I try to represent whatever brand company I'm working with at that moment. I'm professional. You know, I take what I do seriously. Even if it's a job I hate, I still think that your attitude is everything. You know, having a bad attitude will get you nowhere in life. Even if it's a job that you hate, you know, that's not like the customer's fault.